Hello, everyone. Welcome to Light Language Messenger. And for those of you watching on the Great Awakening Generator, you're very welcome as well. Well, friends, thank you so much for subscribing, for watching the videos. And I have to say that very especially because it's been quite quiet here on the Great Awakening Generator and Light Language Messenger. It's been quiet. It's just been one of those weeks. And if you watched last week's video, I mentioned this, that, it just felt like I had to just stay out of being online for a while, for a few days. And so it has been. But, in staying away from being online, I haven't it's been quite busy, and I've been quite preoccupied with my dog and what was happening with Baxter and my life and the energies and getting my projects done or not done, because sometimes I just didn't feel like it, because right now we're experiencing energy like that. Now, before I knew that, okay, I was going to be preoccupied with, for example, the dog being unwell, I already knew that I was meant to stay off the online space for a few days. And so I was also given some cards to bring through before the solar eclipse. And I was thinking yesterday, well, how does this work? However, this morning I suddenly have the energy to do this. I was speaking to one of my friends earlier who is an energy healer, and I kept getting through that time that perhaps I did need to do one of my recordings today. So here we are, Sunday, just before midday, and I'm going to be doing this message, recording it and putting it out by the end of the day. So last week when I was tuning in, the messages that I have got, I thought were interesting, and I knew that it was meant to be prior to the solar eclipse on Monday, the 8th of April, and that is for other parts of the world. We actually experienced this solar eclipse on the 9th of April in the early hours of the morning, probably between 3 and 5 a.m. Now, and by we, I mean people in New Zealand, okay? Now, when I looked at the cards, I thought that was interesting, the numbers and the cards that have come through. I think only one of them was ever given to me before, but I've got them in the order. I'm going to bring them through in the order that I was given them. And I think there's a message in it, but I will read from the book, and I'm going to be bringing in unicorn cards this time. Now, something interesting I heard in this last few days. Oh, let me say this firstly. Or let me ask, how are you? How are you? I really hope that everything is well in your world and that you are navigating current energies and doing doing the things that you need to do. Yesterday the energy was so, for me, I felt volatile. This was Saturday morning here in New Zealand, that I never do, sitting here on the ground with my legs crossed in prayer pose and doing my arms or anything down on the floor here. I usually do it on my spot. I have my spot where I have my times to meditate and to pray or to do my light language and all of that. But I had to sit on the floor here and I had to ground myself because the energy was was vibrating so erratically. All right. I don't know what that's all about. And that's why I ask, how are you? And if you're feeling like that, I'll remind you again, please ground yourself. Please go outside and walk in nature. Please walk barefoot in the sand. If you're by the seaside, go and walk on the beach. Just look after yourself at this time. We are going through some incredible shifts. I have some downloads about, but I cannot talk about yet. We need to go through the solar eclipse first, and then whatever comes after that, I will explain. All right, because I just felt some things, and I got some downloads in the last couple of weeks, or even in the weeks leading up to the lunar eclipse, that I knew that I couldn't talk about, but now we will talk about it after the solar eclipse has happened. Okay, let's come back to this. Now, I don't know who is out there that's watching. I don't know all of you personally. I hope that this is personal enough. I believe that all of you that will come here to watch this, that will find this video, there is a special message here. This is a message of transformation. It is a message to remind you of who you are and what you come to do, and that some incredible, amazing empowerment is coming into your world as we approach this solar eclipse, as we approach the new moon, as we approach and continue in this energy of the Mercury retrograde and the alignments of Mars and Venus. Interesting thing happened last week. I was listening to Sarah Ariana, one of her videos with the DNA transmission, and the last one, she spoke light language. And her light language seemed to have more than one dragon language in it. But then she also brought in unicorn light language. I'll put the link in the description box if you want to watch it. And you know, if you catch it and go through that process of that, I've done all three of them myself, because, you know, I also have to look after myself, and I've done all of three of those DNA transmissions. I thought they were pretty interesting. All right. And I'll put the links in the description box for you. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that is because a lot of you that watch this channel do watch Sarah Ariana. I know this. So friends, I'm going to share my screen. Let's put the musicians mode on now, because I think that anything can happen. And where are they? So there's 3 unicorns coming through today in this message. And I guess I've been online for, you know, for the most of the week. So it'll be okay to bring in 3, right? Yeah, and if it goes a little bit longer than usual, I apologize, because some of the videos have gone a little bit longer. And so I apologize in advance, but they need to come through and we will bring them through. We're just getting a welcome into Yakaramaku. Hiramakoto faranahiu alea de dana tuchle Angarabaduklante Akiramako fate Karamasisle Halamakichumara tutu ale moalelo I am Karamako falanatele So that's happening because, for one, I wanted to go back and check on musicians mode being turned on. I tend to second guess myself a lot. And then the other one was I chose the card that's the last card. And if you saw that, that is a number 40 card, and it's called Stargate of Lyra. But that's the last card. The first card was up there initially anyway. You saw it. Number 37, Peaceful Warrior, Karamakulokutonomakate. Right, so we're going to take a few moments, just moments there. I'm just going to breathe again, all right, because we're supposed to do some toning and a bit of a music, music. So let's sit there, however you feel called to. Feet firmly planted on the ground. I hope you're breathing, friends. I didn't do the countdown, but I hope you're breathing. Let's do a few more. How you feel guided. Welcome, welcome. Kinamakoto makitle. Hareba kachufan, karabasesha. Karabasesha, lema kukla melalelelelo. Da 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 da. Healela, hela, la lela, lela, maregaramahe. Karabasesha. Karabasesha, enanenanenolo, maya. Koramak flay, yarararotlaane. Khamarokhan, atikatikalo. Kharemadile, arerorararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararararar Friends, this is the spiritual warrior. Are you a spiritual warrior? Hiarama kuflana to you, spiritual warrior. Hiawo hiarama lama lema lela lele. Hola mele la moko falele me la moha. Karabali clay, karabalo clan, the card says, show you are a wise leader, command the universe. Samakapaketo. Kalamakuchle, kalamakuflane, Koramajiele, Ajunla Makichona, Jejejewan, Kwahaya, Hoaleka Forarera, here you who are Mahu Fam, Karamakufle. When you are a spiritual warrior, you are strong, courageous, and wise. You use your power to protect the weak and vulnerable. You are honest and honorable so that people trust you and are loyal to you. So that people know that you are emotionally... I'll say it again. You are honest and honorable so that people trust you and are loyal to you. You are emotionally mature because your masculine and feminine qualities are in equilibrium. So gentleness is balanced with decisiveness, compassion with firmness, and serenity with action. You are a natural leader with authority, charisma, and grace, and you empower others to do their best. When you receive this card, you are being called to look within and see that you have the qualities of a spiritual warrior. Stand in your power with wisdom. Your unicorn is alerting you that choosing this card means that the universe will bring forward an opportunity for you to show your mettle. So be prepared. Mettle spelled M-E-T-T-L-E. At this level of spiritual development, you no longer make requests, for you are a leader who commands. So be clear and firm about what you want and where you are going. Know that legions of angels, unicorns, and light beings await your orders. Command these forces of the universe to align behind your intention, and they will support you. The unicorns will light up your visions and pour your higher blessings over you. You are a force for good. Be one who enables humanity to make a jump shift into the new golden age. Shumalai kamakamo kolamakitamai. Ko kolamakitafrana kulotamanete felene to falelo aknam. Friends, command the universe. Be clear about what you are bringing forth. Stand tall and firm. Raise your frequency. Oh, you're invoking the Christ light. Now call your unicorn to light up your energy fields. Firmly tell the universe aloud what you want. Use your authority to command the forces of light to expedite this. Know that it is now coming forward. Prepare for it. Your affirmation: I act with authority and strength. 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 Ho alema lema lema kufla Warrior, 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 la lam la 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 na le le lo. Kumla kumla le wok le vat le koma vek le to ha le ch 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 ch. Can you see him? Can you see her? Can you see it? Warrior, warrior, can you see it? Karamakufalakatu. Oh, Okulama kilama na lam la lam 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 la le chlam la lu flanate. Ho la le lam vek la volanda ta 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 no te na te te. Horma khafla tutu. Ay ye ko. Itsane tene tene tamokro na le chela le 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 volanda zan zan zan. Ho kamalete a hoa matsiela hoa hoa la 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 mala matsi so fight. Thank you, friends. Karabakoto no karahita. Hai kuromakata morkor mai toto na katalakto fanayeto. Hikorona kitara makoto na makitara makoha na tatala kechela makofrana he. Irotana, please look at this picture. We have this beautiful lion. It's a gentle lion. Chelamakotamayana tafanana. Halametamana mai kamaikatona makatata tafananato. The lion protects this lamb. And you know that in the third dimension, this is not a reality that always exists. There are special relationships. I'm reminded about the movie The Wolf and the Lion that's on Netflix at the moment. I watched that movie a few weeks ago. I want you to know that it's based on a true story. I'm going to put the link into it if I can find it online. If you have Netflix, I would encourage you to watch this movie. It's an expression of higher energy and vibration, and an expression of how our fifth dimension will be. It's an expression of how, and I talk about the animals in particular, the animal behavior and the end result. Not the behaviors of the humans, the high vibrational humans were less. There were more those people that were looking for animals to use for the wrong purposes on the planet. Yaramako, this unicorn that sits here, that brings in the light, that is bringing the light to you. What we've brought in for this video, I am hoping you get your download. This is about you. This is about invoking the fifth dimensional life. You are the spiritual warrior, honorable that you are. Command your universe so that you can be all you can be and you're meant to be. The message here, friends, is that you are coming into a time right now where you're going to see things about yourself that you'll know that you are not of what you used to be of. No longer are you human. And that by that I mean not that you are something different, but more that you are the light worker, that you came to be here. This is the message of this card. Spiritual warrior that you are, come into yourself. Take ownership of who you are. Become the you that you are. Become the you that you volunteered to be. This is your time. Hi karamakufola karona nagirara kutomaka. Ina makaroto to fora nakete te pekeroto to kurmaste te fora nachia karamato kurmate karamatota. Thank you, friends. Koromakitamake. I'm going to stop sharing. Friends, I just want to say to you that I was asked to, as we were doing this invocation, I was asked to do a separate video for the other two cards. And I'm going to release them one after the other in the next 24 hours. But some of us, I need to say it here. I thought I was only going to say this tomorrow at a meeting I was going to be attending, but I need to say it today. Some of us have had downloads and upgrades in this last 3 weeks since in the energy leading up to the lunar eclipse and through this last 2 weeks since the lunar eclipse, and especially now in this last few days or so, you've had your download that's now going to take you into the future. This future that it is all of us, it's I don't even know how I want to say this. I want to say is that we are no longer human. That's the only way I can put it. If you're feeling that thought, if you're hearing that in your messages, if you're getting that vibe, it's because you are one of those people that has gone through that transformation. Now, this doesn't mean we're different or better than anyone else. It's just saying you had your shot. I don't know if that's the right word to say it, but the transformation process that you have felt in this last few weeks, you got your download that now you're more light being than you are human. Okay, that's what that means. You're more light being than you are human. Yes, you are here, you've got your physical body and everything, but you're shifted. And that's what your shift was about. And when the solar eclipse happens in the next 48 hours, wherever you are going to experience it, post that solar eclipse, more stuff's going to be coming through. I mean, I've already experienced this, that I think things and I'm manifesting them, or I'm thinking something and someone tells me that. And I'm starting to take that kind of behavior for granted. I'm not going to be surprised anymore. I'm going to say yes. We will talk about more of this post the solar eclipse, I promise. But that's what you needed for now. So I'm going to go away. I'm going to end this recording and I'm going to sit back here on my chair and I'm going to do the next invocation with the next unicorn, right? And yeah, we're just going with the flow. We're going with the energy, whatever is coming. Okay? See you soon.